Let's talk about something we all know way too well. That constant, low-level hum of anxiety that comes from a to-do list that just never, ever seems to end. We're gonna dig into the hidden mental cost of all those unfinished tasks and figure out why they drain so much of our energy.
You know the feeling, right? It's like your brain has way too many tabs open. You're trying to focus on just one thing, but meanwhile, your mind is pinging you about that email you need to send, that doctor's appointment you have to schedule, and that brilliant idea you had this morning. It's just mental clutter, and man, is it exhausting.
And hey, if you feel like you're completely drowning in this mental overload, you are definitely not alone. The reason for this is actually a huge shift in the very nature of how we work. We've moved out of an industrial economy and into an era of what's called knowledge work, where our main job isn't making things, it's managing information. And this right here is the core of the problem. The factory whistle doesn't just blow at 5 o'clock anymore to tell us our work is done. Our work is now made of ideas, of commitments, of communications, all things that don't have clear edges and can pretty much follow us anywhere. And this new reality, well, it demands a whole new set of rules to manage it all. So this brings us to the main event for today, a concept that gives a perfect name to the source of all that mental clutter. We're talking about something called open loops. So what exactly is an open loop? It's a really simple but incredibly powerful idea. Basically, an open loop is any commitment, big or small, that you've let into your brain but haven't finished or captured somewhere you trust. Think of it like an incomplete cycle that your brain just can't let go of.
Or to put it another way, it's all those things we commit to doing for ourselves, for other people, that are just kind of hanging there, unfinished. This is so key to understanding that background stress we all feel. They're like all these little loose threads constantly pulling at our attention.
And what's so interesting is how normal all of these look. An open loop isn't always some massive, stressful project. Nope, it's that one email sitting in your inbox. It's remembering you need to buy milk. It's that promise you made to a coworker to send them a link. Each one might seem tiny, but when you put them all together, they create this tidal wave of distraction. And this is exactly where these seemingly small tasks start to build into a much bigger problem. Why do they matter so much? Because they create a constant, hidden drain on our most valuable resource, our attention. I just love this phrase, a drag on the unconscious mind. That's exactly what it feels like. Your brain, you see, is a brilliant problem solver, but it's terrible at reminding you to do things at the right time and place. So what does it do? It just keeps everything active, all the time in the background, constantly nudging you. And your brain doesn't know the difference between launch a multi-million-dollar project and buy bananas. To your brain, an open commitment is an open commitment, and it's gonna keep spending precious energy on it until it's closed.
And the difference is it's stark. Just look at this. On the left, you've got a mind that's cluttered with open loops. It's constantly distracted, it's stressed, and you're just reacting to whatever pops into your head next. But then on the right, you have a clear mind. And that is where focus, calm, and real productivity live. That's the state where you can actually do your best, most creative work.
So if open loops are the problem, then having a clear mind is the superpower. And this isn't just about feeling less stressed out. It's about unlocking a fundamentally higher level of effectiveness in everything you do. Here's the ultimate takeaway. Peak productivity isn't about finding some magic new app or just working longer hours. It's about achieving a state of mental clarity where you can respond to things appropriately instead of just being overwhelmed by them. It's about freeing your mind from the job of remembering so it can finally do what it does best: think, create, and solve problems.
And here's the path forward, really. It's a mental framework to get there. It all starts with just acknowledging that, hey, the old rules don't work anymore. Then, you start actively identifying all those nagging open loops, everything from your biggest projects to the tiniest errands. From there, it's about really understanding the price you're paying for them in lost focus and energy. And all of that leads to the final crucial step, making a clear mind your #1 productivity goal, not just some nice to have. So, I'll leave you with this final thought. Just think about it for a second. What is the one thing, that one email you can fire off, that one quick call you can make, that one tiny task that you can complete in the next 2 minutes to close just one of your open loops? Seriously, go do it and just feel that immediate lift.